Hey everybody, Big Bear Ron here. Here, have some chocolate. Yeah. Recently it was Pepero Day here in Korea, at November 11/11/11, and yeah, it's sometimes called a day of 4 sticks, and this year it was 6 sticks, 11/11/11. Anyway, the chocolate companies here have, I guess, have capitalized on that, or maybe they even invented it, and they've made these chocolate sticks, cookies dipped in chocolate, you know. They would resemble a very, very, very thin corn dog, except it's chocolate. I don't have any examples here to show you, but anyway, a very kind person gave me a box of these chocolates, and so here. Unfortunately, it's milk chocolate, but it's good anyway. And of course, get you some coffee. Turn this video off and go get you some coffee and just sit down a few minutes with me if you want. No, it's too hot to drink. Anyway, I'm going to ramble a bit, and it's probably going to require several videos. You might say that I'm basically going to try to get some things off my chest. And having said that, let me go ahead and tell everybody that this video, or these videos, are primarily addressed to my subscribers and friends and family who have kept up with my videos. So if you're new to my videos, then a lot of this may not make any sense at all. You might want to go look through my videos. I don't know how much backpedaling I will do in all of this, and I don't know how many videos I will end up making. And I'm just talking. I don't have any notes written down. This is not organized in any certain way. I'm not angry or anything like that. Yeah. But some of my friends and subscribers have asked some questions, and some of them, there have been some along the way who have made some comments here and there. Not necessarily insulting or anything like that, just some comments that I felt like I wanted to talk a little bit about. And, oh well, who knows where all this will go. And so, anyway, I'll try to edit these down to 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, in that ballpark, if I go a little past. And, and I know, listening to somebody ramble can be, so boring of a thing to do. Rambling can be boring. Talk a lot, it's going to make my throat hurt. Anyway, I'm in South Korea, in a small town called Yeongcheon Si. It's in the province of Gyeongbuk, which is kind of in the southeast portion of Korea. I've been here since 2008, and I love being here. Anyway, so I teach English here. I teach in a private school. Private schools are called hagwons, and there are all kinds of private schools. or science. Sometimes they call them academies. Sometimes they just call them schools. Science schools, math academies, piano schools, English learning centers. There are study rooms. There are some that teach more than one. There are art schools. Some, our school, now in our school, we do both. We're basically two schools in one. We do both math and English. And I teach in the English part of all of that. And I've taught about, roughly speaking, about 100 students, between 100 and 125 students, ever since I've been here. And most of the students I've had all along the way for, oh, yeah, I've been teaching them 3 years now, and I've gotten to know them, they've gotten to know me, and we have new students and new teachers, and anyway. And in this town, it's like any town, you know, that's growing, changing, and, you know, buildings are being torn down, and new buildings are being put up, and there's always something, some renovation going on somewhere. So it's what I would call a fairly progressive town. So, but anyway, the bottom line is I love living here. I am between some big cities. Daegu is about 40 minutes away by train in one direction. Pohang, it's on the coast. It's about an hour in the other direction. And then there's Busan, which is also on the coast, but it's a bit south. It takes about an hour. I have to go to Daegu first. So you say a 35 to 40 minute train trip there, and then a 30-minute trip from there to Busan, and then I'm there. Daejeon, which is north on the way to Seoul, it's not a big city, but it's bigger than Yeongcheon. It's famous for its science museum, and so it's another option if I want to get out of this town. Gyeongju, a city, it's well known for a historical national museum, or a national historical museum. Very well known, one that school children often are taken on field trips to. I've been there several times. So there are plenty of, you know, bigger cities around, and when I say bigger cities, the advantages they often have are things like more variety of Western-styled restaurants. If, for example, Outback Steakhouse, if I want a steak or something that's on the Outback menu, then I can go to one of those towns. Bennigan's, Olive Garden, yeah. And I can do that without having to go all the way to Seoul. Seoul is only, I would say, 3.5 hours away. But that doesn't count the waiting time, waiting for the train. If I ride the bus, it's 4 hours. And occasionally, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to go to Seoul just for some occasion that's there, and maybe eat at a particular restaurant or see a particular site, or visit a church, visit a museum, that kind of thing. But I've gotten to where I don't go to Seoul that often, you know. It's just not as exciting. Or I could say it can be financially draining. It's not that expensive, one trip, but if you do it enough time, it can, yeah, it can do some some damage to the bank account. But anyway, so I'm in a good location, I think. The cost of living for me is very, very small. So since being here, I am now in a new apartment. This one's brand new building. I'm the first occupant of this particular apartment. Yeah, quite a bit more space than what I had, and I've got a kitchen here that's actually a kitchen, and I can actually do some cooking, and as you can tell by looking at some of my most recent videos. Anyway, okay. Anyway, that's not what my rants and ramblings are going to be all about. But if you choose to stay along, just know that probably several videos I'm going to make are going to be about and they're probably going to be a bit random, just the rambling sort. Okay.